James not known as an effort defender, but he's got incredible hands.
Sengun gambled on the help, missed it, and then that leads to what is a wide open shot from the corner to Powell because the Rockets had to kind of scramble.
Higher up, and then Derek Jones elevates at the rim, but beautiful play.
Well, Norman Powell never shy to shoot and never having an inability to score.
From the free throw line, but also when he's making jump shots, shooting jump shots will indicate to you that he'll become a better and more efficient shooter.
Powell to retaliate, and does. Norman Powell has hit all 3 of his shots. Clippers lead once again by 7. Simons is paid by the dribble. He's a rich man on this possession. Misses on the 3. Derek Jones Jr. with a rebound. Powell shows off the handles and the touch. He's taken 4 shots. He's made them all. He's been doing most of his damage out of the perimeter. Now he's doing it around the iron, and it cuts the lead down to 2.
But how easy was the pass from Avita, and how easy was that shot after one pass up to Norm? You have more space to work with once you get around it.
Powell feeling good, lets it fly. Why not? He is 10 of 13. He has 28, and the Clippers lead by 24.
Phoenix by 1, 5 minutes in. Here's Powell from deep. That's good. The first 3 of the game for the Clippers.
Wants MPJ to be that guy. 8-2. Clippers trying to answer back, and they do. Harden. Powell stepping back. Got it. Crafty move.
This is his first bucket. I really feel he's played well.
Powell for 3, and he answers back. Joker's got 30. Corner 3, Coffee, around and out. Extra chance for the Clippers. Oh, man. Christian Brown. Now Harden hooks it into the corner. Powell for 3, that's good. Murray with his 15th point. Nuggets have Harden bottled up. Powell's hot. He lets it fly, and he hits again. Clippers have made 8 of their last 8 shots. Nuggets trying to swarm. Over to Powell, lets it go. Got it again!
Harden's got Steph. Now Payton trying to get back there to help. They double him. Powell, the good 3-point shooter. That's well done. Yeah, he did not even bring that down. Powell at 3. Powell 4-3. 16 in the 3rd for Norman Powell. Pajamski, long runner, and that wouldn't have counted.
He is averaging 11 assists and 8 rebounds, despite shooting only 36% from the field. Clippers get the stop. Powell, pull up 3, why not? Knocks it down. 5 quick ones for Norman Powell. Coffee. Back over to Harden. Powell given a lot of space, flicks it up and flicks it in and cuts the lead down to 1. Norman Powell has 12 first-half points. Derek Jones Jr. hangs, slices down the lane. No, man with a rebound. Sends it back out to Powell for 3 in the lead. Got it. Here comes Powell ahead to Zoo. Giant strides down the lane and then throws it into the hands of Harden eventually. Powell from the sniper's nest. He does it again. 4 threes for Powell. Bounces to Jones, juggles back to man. And wisely backs it back out. It's Powell for another 3. He put it in. 5 threes for Powell. And the Clippers won after the Suns take a lead. It's going to be a back-and-forth game, but Clippers have come out to play, and they've shaken off that loss last night to Portland. In particular, Norman Powell. People forget Norman Powell played in Toronto on that championship team with Kawhi. Curling, catching, and connecting. Back-to-back threes for Powell. And a timeout from Phoenix as the lead balloons back to 15. 22nd in defense. Haven't seen it here. Powell to retaliate. Book it.
You reset that screen quick enough.
Guilty as charged.
No, but see, it's yours because it's in your house. So technically, it sure can.
Powell hits a 3, 4-point game, 12 seconds to play.
Yes, you can score the ball, but James Harden has a scorer's mentality.
So does Norman Powell, and he knocks down a 3 and continues to smolder here in this young season here. Clippers lead by 2. Batum to Powell, alone on the wing for 3. Bucket! It's 8 straight for Norman Powell, and it's a 5-point Clipper lead. That is his spot. That's his park place. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander now with 19 on 6 of 11 shooting. A 3 from Powell in transition. And the Clippers finally able to clear it.
Dodge the bullet there. Let's get something positive here offensively.
Powell for 3. Got it! 54-45.
Quick three,
shot, yeah.
Just 22% as we mentioned in the first half.
Yeah, I was going to say that game planning looks like Norman Powell pulls up and one. Finally, we got an and one.
We've heard about it from Anthony Edwards. You're seeing it here tonight with Wembanyama. He's taken 15 shots, 7 are threes.
I certainly don't mind it when Norman Powell takes a 3.
He's only played 26 minutes so far this season.
Powell for 3, book it. 91-87, it's a 4-point game in the 4th. Champagnie for 3. Great effort by San Antonio. The Clippers can take the lead for the first time since the opening moments. It's Powell for 3. Yes, sir! 93-91!
And that's probably the best version of Maxey when he can play off a guy like Embiid.
Philly by 2 as Norman Powell drills a 3.
Pleasantly surprised by, he said, our defense. That's been the most consistent thing in this early season.
Catch and shoot 3. It's good for Powell. And that gives LA a 1-point lead. Thinking about you, we love you. Dave Pasch, Bob Myers, George Sedano here at Intuit Dome. Norman Powell spent the last 5 years here with the Clippers, so it's his first game back. Grew up in Palmdale, about an hour north of here. 3 goes for Norm Powell. That's his 4th triple.
He looks so comfortable. He's done a pretty good job thus far early in the season. He's another guy that can create offense, although just a rookie. Hasn't played yet tonight.
20-year-old out of Duke. 3 from Norm Powell. Wow.
And the turnovers, and then it just got away from this Sixer team.
Powell on the step back, lets it fly, drills another one.
Harden with the rebound. Look away to Powell. He's looking to fire. That's their leading scorer right there, Norman Powell, 10th year out of UCLA. Looking to cook. Keon, 3-ball. No, battle for the rebound. Here comes Powell.
Kings having a hard time breaking paint against this group of defenders for the Clippers, and then it leads to a bucket for Norman Powell. Defense is doing a really, really solid job. And that's one of those, you know,
yeah, looking for the foul.
Looking for the foul moments.
Man, Norman Powell is a flamethrower. He's got a game-high 18. Coffee, he just hit a 3. Rims out on that one. Chris Dunn, second chance opportunity for LA. Powell straight away. Oh, that one hurts. Here come the Kings now, a 14-2 run, 4-point ball game. Powell looking to silence the crowd. Bullseye 3-ball by Norman Powell.
Powell feels the contact, lets it fly, counted and a foul. Powell. Another 3 en route. Oh, and it settles in again. Perhaps the X factor in play once again as Powell now with a quick 7.
What a great defensive effort by T-Man.
Powell for 3, book it! 100-95, 22 for Powell. 2 minutes to play in the game.
Man, there was a whole lot of movement on that move to get those 2 points. Chris Dunn made it work for every bit of it. This is what Norman Powell likes to do right there, folks. Just get to that corner 3.
Powell, contested 3. Oh, it's a big shot!
He's all of a sudden come alive. Have 14 points in the 3rd quarter. Powell trying to get to the spot in the corner, and Norman Powell right at the end of the buzzer. Powell, oh my goodness, Norman Powell, nearly the same place that he knocked down the shot to end the 3rd quarter. But Jones Jr. able to snatch it away. Powell, quick release, and it ends up being a 4-point trip for the Clippers.
You couldn't keep on the floor enough, and now this team is really leaning on him and also Norman Powell.
He's been lights out from 3, and this is a great shooting team.
Hey, man, Reed Shepherd looks very active defensively. The most active we've seen him.
Yeah, he's looked different the last couple of nights. As that one, another one.
John Collins getting his 4th straight start, turns it over. Nice defense from Harden. Powell, a transition 3. Oh, welcome back, Norman Powell. And it's a 7-0 strike for the Clippers. Another turnover. Done the other way. Powell tries to do it again. Book it. It's 10 unanswered, and not even 2 minutes have climbed off the clock.
I mean, from my perspective, they're not as good. They're not as good defensively as Houston.
Powell for 3. It's a hat trick for him. Wow. 57-36, Norman Powell. Powell curling, catching, and connecting, 72-50. Powell drifts to the corner in transition. He'll fire up a 3. Bucket for Powell. What a start for the Clippers, who jump out in front by 10. Zoo runs over Jackson Davis. Good ball movement. Powell is alone, straight away for 3. They've outscored the Warriors by 1, 14-13. Double team comes on Harden. The outlet is man. It's Powell straight on for 3. Dueling banjos in Inglewood, 92-85.
As he began to use the weights and his body got stronger, he became that much more of a finisher.
Powell for 3. Yes, sir. 97-90. Clippers out in front. Harden around heel. Powell straight on for 3. 102-92. Clippers out in front. Timeout Warriors.
Just timing and understanding how to play. Another steal by Chris Dunn. This time we got to capitalize in transition.
There's only been steals in this one, and welcome back Norman Powell. Interception by Dunn, brings it back the other way against a backpedaling Jokic. Powell the catch and shoot 3. He wanted it. He knocks it down. And the Clippers cut the lead down to 1.
Some players may have tried to throw a dart pass up high, but Jokic knew the pass needed to get there underneath the arm of the defenders. So it was a bounce pass at Norm, much needed shot, way to come back in the game. And that's where also Russ has connected with Jokic too as being an outstanding cutter. It was Russ that set that up, and then Norm do it again, yes.
Nuggets are 6-1 when they lead by 10, 6-7 when they trail by 10.
Powell for the lead, book it, 87-85, 1:35 to play in the third.
So Powell tries to create space and does. Lets it fly from 3. It's good. It's a big shot for Powell. He's got 14. He cuts the lead down to 8.
Zubac's 4th in the league in rebounds this year, over 12 a game. Dallas doubles him in the post. He finds Dunn. Dunn didn't catch it really in a position to do anything with it, but Powell did.
Big body hanging back there.
Perimeter jumper for Norman Powell.
You played well enough to beat it.
And the way Gortman made it in the preseason was shooting 3s well.
Yeah.
And playing good defense. Missed by Grimes. Wasn't a miss, though, by Powell. Timeout. Jones headed the other way. Jones, a one-man fast break. Take away Washington. Pick back up Jones. Nowhere to go except the pass. Powell for 3. Ouch. And the Mavericks use their penultimate timeout.
15 of 30 is at least 30%.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think.
It might be 50.
All right.
4 of 30, unfortunately, is only 13%.
Hear about your stats with Najee, but the way he's shooting the 3 right now.
They have found a way to unlock him against the Clippers. Dunn cross court, Powell sidesteps to close out and hits bullseye.
Finally gets one to go off the pump fake.
And it's Kleba for 3. And the wave is still going. And Norman Powell is warming up. Stop the wave, everybody.
I'm going to tell you this, I haven't had the chance to say it much, but FBK, fly-by king, off to a great start.
Norman Powell, he's having a great year, and he splashes the 3
this early in the season.
Morant into a double team. Porter Jr. with the deflection. Batum on the pickup. Powell, a rhythm 3. Yes.
There's contact on every play. But did that contact stop you from being able to complete your offensive play?
Powell hits out of the corner and is fouled. Jalen Wells with the foul. Rebound Porter Jr. Edey, Morant, Aldama, Larabian, Kennard for the Grizzlies. Powell for three. It's good, and it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
The three en route. Long. Rebound goes to Batum. It directs it right to Powell for the three. It's a rebound. It's an assist. And now it's a 19-point lead. Parker. Powell the catch and shoot three. It's good. 90-83.
Now the Pels up by 8, shooting 56%. How about 7 of 13 on triples? Powell.
Those plays right there are so that you can avoid those.
Deflating.
I'll continue to talk about this because I think it's important. I love the fact that the Pelicans have picked up full court for the majority of this game.
Zubats with Dunn. Frees up Norman Powell. Batum takes the board. It'll be Powell wide open for three. 1-point game. Timeout Willie Green. Need to get some guys back. Forcing them to give it up.
See, and again, Herb did a great job of maintaining the matchup.
Powell for three. Backbreaker. 2-point lead for the Clippers. It's Norman Powell again.
Batum, three, no. There's Bamba. Powell had trouble at first, and then nails it for his first bucket of the game. Record number assists broken here last month. The second most as Powell puts in the three. Powell, a three. Off again, but Zubats right there. Second effort for Powell. That time is good.
Or maybe Terrence Mann, that's in the corner for a jump shot three.
Powell curling, catching, and connecting. Norman Powell now with 7. In his previous 5 games prior to last night, he averaged 13 points a contest. Deep three for Powell. Responds in kind. 39-35 Clippers. He and James Harden had dialogue about it last week. About how Kawhi isn't going to mess up the flow. I think the way the Clippers are playing tonight, it's almost impossible to do it. 61-39 here in the second. Bit of a blunder at the iron. Clippers on a power play if they hurry. Man finds Powell alone on the wing for three. It's good. Norman Powell with 20.
Fresh 14 for the Clippers. That's what he does for LA. Powell, second chance points for the Clippers.
Cold-blooded too.
DiVincenzo tries to throw it in traffic to Rudy Gobert. Here are the Clippers the other way. Norman Powell, pump fake, fires and drills.
Harden lost it. Nuggets stripped it. It's 3-on-2, and it's knocked away from behind. So a turnover. Now Norman Powell straight away, and he knocks it in.
That's 50% according to my old math.
Powell for three to retaliate, and he does. That's his second three.
18-7 now. That was his toughest shot of the night. Powell answers back with a replica.
Has gone 3 for 6. Powell the other way for three. It's good. Norman Powell with 25, but Clippers have a long way to go.
Creating contact down the lane, not there. Rebound tapped around, goes to Eubanks. I will say this about Norm as he fires up a three. It's good. Norm just his second basket.
You're going to go through some challenges through the course of the season, but a homestand like this can do a lot for you mentally.
Clippers force a turnover. Norman Powell feeling good, lets it fly and knocks it down. And a very nice start here for the Clippers. Very true. Jaquez drives on Kawhi Leonard, who, by the way, has played 5 minutes, and perhaps his minutes have gone up. It's Powell in the corner for the lead, and he knocks it down. It's 62-59.
Zoo inside.
I'll wait for the assist to show up in the box score. Done with the deflection interception. Back the other way. It's Powell for three. Book it. 67-61 Clippers. Powell on the wing for three. It's good again. 70-63. Timeout Miami.
Good positioning inside for him.
Fourth foul for Miami in the fourth.
What'd you do? Drive the ball, or you know, probably just step back and say, you know what? Next play down, next possession, I'll drive it in.
It's been a rough second quarter. This game has not had a lot of flow, has not had a lot of offense, quite frankly. Powell for three. On cue, 29-12 in the second quarter. Clippers now lead by 17. And the rebound tap skyward, goes to Zoo, and now Harden motors to midcourt. We're just underway in this third frame. Powell for a straight on three. It's good.
He is out for the rest of the game. He is dealing with calf soreness right now, guys.
I don't want to hear that with a back-to-back tomorrow in Portland. Powell wide open for three. It's good again. Eaton misses at the doorstep, and the rebound goes to Dunn. It's a pull-up three for Powell. And I love to see it. You love to see it. And boy, the confidence in this.
On him right now, 3 of 4 shooting from the field. He's made himself available. Here's Powell outside, beats the clock.
As the general manager, prime minister of Canadian basketball, with that kind of talent, that's not on the official national team. How do y'all keep getting them ready?
Keep him in check, man. You keep him right there on the Rolodex.
Plays to Leonard, picked up by Reeves. Kawhi draws the crowd. That leaves Powell open for the three. It's good. And the Clippers jump out in front by one. It's literally taking 40, the same thing. He says and I believe him, he can play another 5 years at this level. Powell on the wing for three. It's good. And Norman Powell now with 14. That's the game's high water mark. To affect the game without scoring the basketball. And he does it every single time he's on the floor. Powell. Tough shot in the corner for some. It goes for Powell. He's found his stroke tonight. Powell on the wing for three. Offline. Oh, no. This was the urgency the Clippers needed to play with from the word go. Great defense inside. Brown with the rebound. Tries to save it and does to Powell on the wing for three. Oh, my goodness, what a roll. Bouncing around the orange. Contest the shot on the rear view. Meanwhile, Harden drives and dishes to Powell. Fields it low and shoots it high. It's good. Norman Powell with his first bucket ties up the score at 48. Leonard with Lillard on him. Plays back to Powell for the three. Book it. And the Clippers lead 72-67.
To get on the inside to gobble up some of those offensive rebounds.
Zoo with a game high 10 rebounds. Powell snaps up a three and knocks it down. He has 19, and the Clippers lead 75-72.
Part of that roster. Here is Powell. Boy, and what a season he has had as he gets up. Durant plays the passing lane, gets the steal, racing down the floor, and Powell able to take a step ahead and pick his pocket. Powell racing down and splashes the three.
They're going to leave him and help out.
Harden on the drive and kick, sets up Powell. Sidestep three on the way. No. Yes. Wow. What a bounce.
Got there eventually. Ball finally found the bottom of the net.
That's the length, and there's Powell, who loves to run into those threes on the wing. As we approach the 5-minute mark of the second quarter, Powell finds it from downtown.
A quick move on Harden. Stripped, recovered by Zoo. Powell races back with Powell, or Paul to beat. Lets it fly from distance. It's good.
Gets the game off to a good start for the Hornets.
Clippers' last game was Wednesday. They were down in San Antonio. That was a very testy game. That's a good defensive five on the floor for the Hornets. Norman Powell catch and shoot. Man, come alive, Norman Powell.
His first 5-on-5 since Christmas, when he suffered his 4th injury to his left calf over his last 4 seasons. I can confirm, as long as that goes well tomorrow.
3 for 3 and made both of his threes.
The Lakers have only missed 3 shots. 2 of those are three-pointers. Harden comes up short. There's Dunn. Second chance, sets up Norm Powell. Maybe one of the biggest all-star snubs. You had him. Steal by Dunn. Powell gets to the corner. 3-ball good. Norm Powell sticks the landing on a corner 3 with LeBron closing out on him.
Check a lot of boxes, each team with who they start start the game with.
Pacers have 400 minutes logged with this starting five, and it's the best in the NBA as Norman Powell knocks down the shot.
It's that he has really good balance to his game. Like if you give him the three, he'll take it. If you get up on him, he'll get to the rim. NBA guards have to have that. Now you turn the corner, stall dribble, put the defender in jail, and then do you have the float game in there? He gets that one to go.
No dip three for Powell. He's got 14.
Overall, this team's found something. They find ways to win games.
12-3 in their last 15 games. Powell knocks it down. There's wish number one. Zoo in the corner to Powell, the three. It is good. It catches the Clippers right where they itch.
You can't run into screens and lay on them. You got to hit them and get over the top, or you leave a shooter wide open like that last one. Here's a shooter.
Powell for three, and the Clippers lead by 10.
Use the glass and bank it in there.
Lob to Edey, deflected.
Yeah, Zoo able once again to stop the drive, but then get back and deflect the pass, and Norm does the rest in transition.
On the wing, offline for Carrington, and the rebound belongs to Harden. Powell in the corner for three. My kingdom for a three, he says. With Derek Jones riding right behind him. Poole over Barrows. Clippers have it, and they've got numbers if they hurry. Harden finds an open. Powell in the corner for three. To put a bow on the job that J.B. Bickerstaff has done in his qualifications as a head coach. Look at where the Detroit Pistons are this year. He's the head coach, and they are a legit top 6 team out east. Big shot by Norman Powell.
9 assists last night for Collier. Already 2 here in the opening quarter of play. Up the wing, 3, good. Markkanen taps it out front. Chris Dunn to Powell. Another chance, and he blows a kiss to the crowd. Paint performance by the Clips at home. Markkanen flies in, try to throw down a nasty dunk with the left hand. Chris Dunn leaves it for Powell. And the turnover or the missed shot equals a 3. Here's Keontae. Runs it off the rim. Harden the rebound. The quick outlet. Simmons. Markkanen filled up that spot quickly. Passes back out to Powell. Who will drop a triple.
With a great sense of mind, no pun intended, to get it back out to Lowry. The shot clock running down.
T, you're 2 for 2 tonight, man.
I am. I didn't mean that one.
Powell right back at you.
And now Bogdanovich runs the show. Picked up by Bean in transition. It's Powell on the wing for three. Book it. Here come the Clippers. Out in front, 72-69.
Powell at half court with 6 to shoot. Rises for 3. Got it. A much-needed basket for Norman Powell.
Good aggressive play from Dunn. Powell walks into a three-pointer. That's good. Powell is actually their leading scorer.
Leonard dancing.
Kicks it back out. Norman Powell lines that one up. And Powell with the three-pointer, his second of the game.
Ebok has the hook shot in his repertoire.
Backs in, finds Dunn. Dunn finds Powell. And Powell finds the bottom of the net.
Powell has been percolating.
Knicks have scored now 9 straight points. Pass deflected by Hart, picked up by Dunn. Now to Powell. Powell puts up the 3, and that will do it.
Approaching 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Powell, now a little bit of a hop in his step. He'll step into it and bang it through. Norman Powell. Harden, Powell. It is automatic. The Clippers.
Simmons with those long strides, tracks into the forecourt. Powell hadn't gotten the shot. He wanted one there. He may have forced it as Merrill got knocked down. Powell, my goodness, from the corner. 38 lead.
Nice job. That was almost a 5-out type play where you had all 5 people outside the lane. That little pick, he gets to pick which way he wants to go because in the middle of the floor. Nice pass. Good job by Jerry. Those little hooks over the top are unstoppable. Want to see more of that. Keep putting pressure on Zubac.
Norman Powell is playing a confident brand of basketball. Harden gallops into the forecourt. He's met by Garland. His cross-court pass finds an open Powell. Boy, you can't leave him there. Powell now has a game-high 18 points. And back comes Powell. Cavs by a dozen. Powell works on a Kuro. Difficult shot. He hits another. Powell has 5 threes and 34 points.
Very quick with their hands.
Zubac kept it alive. Norman Powell. Jumper over Joseph. Got it. Coming off 34 points yesterday in Cleveland.
How much he's getting or not, but that's the kind of impact he had on his native country.
There you go. We wondered, and you delivered that, Dave. Thank you very much. Powell with the three-point shot.
Fires it cross court. Norman Powell, no good for 3. Another rebound for the Clippers. Powell reloads again. That one's good. Too many chances.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's Alvarado inside again, weaving, and there's the jumper by Norm Powell behind the line. Advance the ball up the floor, catch and shoot.
He did that same thing with Norman Powell. He brings Gafford out with him, 8 to shoot. Powell creates the space, good contest by Gafford, but Norman Powell knocks down the tray. Powell, it's a deep one. Oh, it's good for Powell. It's his second. He has 8.
Now that time coming off a screen on the wing to knock in a 3.
He and Chris Paul were great moves for San Antonio with a very young core. Powell in the wing for 3. He retaliates.
Vassell trying to get free. Biombo setting screens. Vassell in and out. Here's James Harden. 5 assists in that first half. 9 points. Powell bangs in a 3. Timeout Mitch Johnson.
7 rebounds for Simmons tonight.
Boy, Zubac sprinted back into play and just tipped it over.
Powell alone in the corner for 3. Great play by Bogdanovich. He was eyeing the 3 himself. Saw the wide open Powell and he knocks it down.
In heavy traffic. Here's Powell working against DeRozan. And he knocks down the 3 ball against Valanciunas.
One thing you know, it's going to be physical. So, you know, strap your helmets on tight, get ready for action.
Powell laces another 3 ball.
4 seconds left. They try to blitz Powell. Gets the shot away. And Powell beats the buzzer with a triple. And the Clippers take the lead to halftime.
Jokic comes back in. The Nuggets are leading by 7. All in all, pretty good bench work as Powell hits the 3.
Lead by 7 with the ball.
Did not dunk it. That's another bad pass. Boy, the Nuggets just sloppy with the basketball tonight. Now Powell's wide open. He's going to drill that. Yeah, he does. And the Clippers have the lead. Just unforced turnovers. Bad passes. Now Powell takes a contested 3 and knocks it in.
Defensively, look, last 3 out of 4 games. Bucket right there. They've given up over more than 136 points. And that decision cost them a turnover.
Batum checks in for coffee with those 2 fouls. Powell curling, catching, and connecting. Porter Jr. drives and dishes to an open Jordan Miller for 3. Rebound goes back to Porter Jr. Topside to Powell for the triple. And he rips the cords. It's 52-20. Clippers out in front of the second quarter. Happens to have 27. Zoo, one of those 3. Powell the 3rd. Can he add to it? Indeed. 16 for Powell, 74-39.
Scoring over 15, 16 points a game. Maybe closer to 18. And that was one of the areas when they saw him play in the summer league. You see Powell just book him down